Your lovely host Acularius, and we are back playing YMIR. And for those asking, this game is in development, so that means there could be bugs, misspellings, and all these things. And it's like, I don't care, it's great. So we're gonna get back into it. Thank you for the subscription, Butch232. How we doing, Twitch? All things good. Twitch, everything good. I always appreciate a good subscription. So we're playing back, yeah. The next thing I will be looking for is tin. But for now, we do have the copper, and yeah, you're right. I do need to keep an eye on it. Oh, tear down building. Tear it down. I don't want it. So I definitely plan to like play this game. That being said, how we doing population? Bro, we're gonna take a sow and probably get her murdered yet again. The events have not been kind. I like the beginning events, leaders. So. No, not 10. We just need 1. I don't want to lose 10. Sounds ridiculous. Spend 9. Need 1. Like the wheel doesn't actually unlock anything. It's like a stepping stone, so to speak. Did I get a new mic? No, it's the same mic actually. It's my, but I do have it on a stand, so hopefully you don't hear too much of a mouse. Might be because it's like the end of the day, so like a little more tired. Yes, keeping livestock, animal capture. We are settling down for civilization. Like 5 people on. Very nice. So what that will allow us to do is get a paddock, and we're going to start capturing. Our second episode here. Here, you can always catch the. Look this up. There's a website for it. Might be hard to find, but I always recommend the Patreon. Look there. Or finding their home site. I'll try to put a link in the description. I know I didn't say it on the first episode. You know, hindsight is 2020. I wonder how big an expedition has to be, so that doesn't proc. Because now I'm reading the event. It says the game seems like Civ. I'd say it's more closer to like Pharaoh than Civ. The economy is just way too complex for any Civ game. Like Civ is just paltry compared to that. What it is like a city builder set to be played on like online with other people, so you can have like real-time servers still loading in, and real-time servers, or a persistent server, which technically you could just leave on all the time. So the pace of a real-time server, like I said in the first episode, would be like 24 hours equals 30 minutes in a real-time server. In a real-time server, you like you can game just turn on and off. Now this would be something I really like to play with other people that I know. Got 10 people not working. Yeah, what resources? More wood, maybe more. Definitely. Oh, that's because we got hunters. What is important? Like right now, they're not working as efficiently. They are like some state laws, like food rationing, which I don't really want to take off and put the unemployed in gulags, just like the pigs in the animal farm did. Nah, they need to produce resources for the money. What did I call this empire? Aculari Empire, yeah. Or the Aculari. I don't think I can change now that I've got... But yeah, like right now this is taking away like 25% from building efficiency. Eventually I'll be taking it off, but right now it reduces food consumption. And we don't have ample supplies of food. So again, I do plan on taking it off. Just wait. Can I upgrade you guys yet? Need pointy sticks. I already have domestic dogs. I just need pointy sticks, aka the ability to actually, you know, make javelin. Water. Ideally, we need like 6 to meet their demands. We're not actually producing lettuce. Now, a little surplus on wood. I can't rely on events to give me free wood all the time. Use more stone. Like once we get to like threshold, maybe 32, that will all distribute to the populations. Let's see, we have a production of 2. There's only a, well, there's a huge demand actually. And we don't have the population to all of that to make. We need is the ability to more food with less people. That's why I want the upgrade. For hunters, hunter level 2 requires about like 3 instead of 4 people, so that frees up population already, and I believe it makes them more efficient, produce more with for less. So it's quite a change. That being said, what do these guys have? Oh, be able to conquer them in the... They have tin, that'd be like bloody brilliant. Iron is like also something. By the way, the server is still like actively running, so things are still actually going on, even though we're loading up a well, they have coal here. Something to find. Because we can use that as an alternate resource, fuel source, I suspect. And instead of like using wood, coke, I think is what its fuel would be. So there's another stage that we would have to. What it is? Keeping livestock. Good. Let's go. Oh. Any other resource? Oh. Or lettuce. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm also looking for like papyrus because that will help produce paper. Anyway, let's get a paddock so we can capture some animals. Goats. And that should help trigger the next stage, which is like animal breeding. So the difference is as you can see in this tooltip, it requires a worker. You need free population for this. Seconds to build. Then we will start capturing animals. Pretty sure Arid is the only place in the game that actually doesn't actively have like a wool producing animal allowed to produce in it. So we won't be able to use that. In the food, so I don't need all these other things. I need agriculture. Agriculture. Oh, fuck off, Cortana. That's not what I was getting at. Our hard drive is slowly growing. We could technically start research. Not today. I don't remember how to proc. Got you. This can store 4 animals. So can't get. If we... Ostriches exist solely to produce just meat. Ideally, I would like goats. Produce leather. If we can find... goat. Capture. How many goats are here? I didn't just send my guys to their death, right? 13? 12 people. Okay. Hope so. It'll be a sad day otherwise. Sound of combat. Let's see here. So close. We can build that form soon. Get that other flint. We have a lot of free. Do have enough. Let's get those people into houses. We don't have that should be enough to take up these slums. Like what, one? Oh, okay, we have a bit too many of them. We need to get those people in houses. Fine. Abandon. Abandon. Getting at least 6. So. Force them into houses under construction. Really, we just have one. Oh, damn it. That's fine. We're working on it. That's got buffalo. Oh, they won. I think maybe, hopefully, they won. Hopefully, not losing too many people. Down to. Oh, we didn't lose anyone. Yeah. Yes, 8. But we need another paddock then. That's fine. And, we're not going to butcher them right away. What I really want to do is get the animal breeding to proc so we can actually start building ranches. That way we don't, like, waste these goats. Ranch to build? Question mark? Actually, we will put down a butcher, but we will set our limit to keep at least 4. That way, you know, we produce a little bit more food that goes into the system. And we'll produce more leather. Here, please. We'll wait for this to finish. That worker pretty soon. Because if it doesn't have a worker in it, it's not going to actually store anything. Oh. Ow. Goats. Store at least 4. Try not to capture all of them. Oh. So we're not losing too much. And what I was talking about for fuel is like kind of thing. You can choose different kinds. I'd imagine charcoal is actually far more efficient. It still eats wood. We need like less of it, or it produces more for the same amount. I don't know. I'm just whatever. A new formation. We are going to what 5? I think 5. Call them the bloodsuckers here. 5 enough so they don't rock death by event. You, lady. Go this way. If you would be so kind. Here to raid. Hopefully we don't lose too many people. We have about, what? Last I checked, about 7. We lose. That's about our unemployment rate right now. Had it with these motherfucking snakes. Oh, we lost 3. Shit, they're probably gonna die. Just send them out. Their death. They're too far away now. Let's just explore. Yep. Probably would have died before they got back. 1. Tiny stones. Search meddler. What's our storage? This would like unlock. Yeah, we should have enough space for farming. With this start, it's going to take 25 minutes, so we're not finishing that anytime soon. And hopefully we succeed. I'm not sure how I feel about the potential to fail on technology that takes forever to research. Still on the fence about that. Oh, we could have technically built that for him. Well, could be. We do need more water though. Probably should meet demand, correct? How much do one of you guys make? 2. What are we down by? 3.4. Yeah, that'll be enough. What did we lose? Not lose militia. We did lose about 5 warriors. Station. Got 2 inactives now. That's not a whole lot. Yeah, burning through flint. Oh right, miners. Miners are busy. Well, 5 ticks and we can build a form. What's that? Does herbalism lead to agriculture? No. I've unlocked agriculture many. Actually, this is the quickest I've ever gotten herbalism. Herbalism is just a really quick. It's the first thing you can do something about your health of your population. Like I've played up to metallurgy, like Chinese stones. No, that doesn't unlock agriculture. I think agriculture unlocks by having too many gatherers. I feel like that's how it procs. Or at least I've had the most success that way. Getting that to unlock. So I'll plop down like what more? We don't have the excess population really, but throwing sticks. Well, I needed you guys anyway. Next level hunters, guys. I'll free up some population. Nice. You guys are all gonna be busy. One for 2. So that's bad. Well, hammers. Our additional hammers. So yeah, all of our goats are here. So each half a goat is needed for every unit. So that's how it determines value. But so say meat will cost 1 because half a goat. Okay. I can't do math right now. I'm an idiot. But yeah, no, the next level useful. I've got a ton of javelins just by walking around, so I've not really needed to for any, but just on bow and arrows. How are we doing? We are producing about 4.1 chickpea. There's about an active demand for about 6 of them. We definitely don't have enough. And put this in perspective, that's a 40% reduction because we have... Maybe if I put this down? Maybe? We're inefficient. Maybe that'll give someone the idea to learn how to put it in the ground. I don't know. If it doesn't work well, I can always make it sleep. Now, as far as I know, herbalism is not a stepping stone to, say, agriculture. I'm pretty sure I have all the previous stepping stones. I'm pretty sure this is mine. Yeah. Do we not have this as mine? Oh, property. Here we go. About to unlock throwing sticks, aka javelins. Start upgrading our hunting camps. Some buildings require like 2 things. Like I could have sworn that's what. Ah, there we go. Not upgraded yet. Okay, so there we are. Upgrading these guys now. Don't need our hammers. Yeah. This is more efficient. Way more efficient. Leagues ahead, sort of efficient. The other hunt. Ah, here it is. Oh. Still not getting our forum built, but you know, priorities. But so it's already going to show us. Basically, it's only going to require 3, so that's going to free up some population, and it will force them into other jobs. It will also be more efficient. It's greatly needed. Well, we really need our hammers. We already got like 2 tool makers on that. Oh, right, because we've got some miners. Research, so that's really... Probably should produce another one. We're getting pretty low. I'm also not sure, like, how long flint collectors are going to be. I do not know. Another one? Oh, we have to get the average up to like 34. So let's go over some stats, I suppose. So the economy basically affects your government treasury positively and negatively, but since we don't have a system that deals with wealth, this doesn't work. So cities don't cost us anything, we don't have to pay salaries, there's no trading balance giving us money, waste, or tax incomes. So administration, so this area, I'm assuming about like, I don't know, rounding up, or maybe it's after 5 rounds up, below 5 rounds down. But every 10 porcus is about an admin point, so we can minister up to, do social classes develop? They have technically already developed, so to speak. But what does develop over time is the wealth each has, like how much wealth they inherently have. We have piglets, old pigs, sows, have our inactive, our unemployed, our hunters. We can look at these, but right now, so conflict, I'm not sure how this works, but I know a lot of our policies are really pertinent. Loyalty, from what I can tell, like other than our authority here, if your regular army increases your loyalty, arming your population as militia helps lower it to an equilibrium. Right now we're 44, it needs to stay over 30 as it says here. Conflict takes away population. over time. Like if you click anywhere at the growth rate, so -9 from murders, less conflict you have, less people, killing one another. Culture. Culture represents the total knowledges, customs, and behaviors of the people in this region. A total culture, based on the amount of population, can then be shared between types of culture. State culture represents your culture. Local culture represents the customs and behaviors specific to this region and different from your main culture shared among all your people. Other foreign cultures might also be present. So inactive, so we can go through it. So right now they have like 1 wealth, 45 health, 30 quality. About the same. So it depends, depending where they live. I'd imagine because our hunters are probably living in slums right now. Satisfaction. And they can only like acquire items up to about like what? 1 wealth? Wealth is 1. Farmers. These guys will get more wealthy, definitely once we get agriculture, whenever we get agriculture. But you can see how they have better access because they can produce more food more efficiently. Fishermen. And this is why I want to get the forum, because lowest at demand. Like, there's a lot of information that you go over, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. What I really like, all these numbers, stats, figuring how to get it all work to your advantage, or at least mitigate the disasters of your own potential mistakes. And still figuring it all out. Yeah. More hammers. You have unemployment again. Excellent. Not too much. Maybe I have to take off food ration. Maybe that'll force our people to consume too many resources. Maybe. So we can revoke food rationing. And we're gonna do that right now. I can't do anything about these things because I can't replace them. Right now we're on a gift economy, enables automatic distribution. I imagine like there are traders that help, distribute. Drink. Yeah. So this isn't hurting too much. How we doing? Still producing a surplus of. Now producing far more leather. Still losing out on clay. We are not producing wood. Probably because they are more efficient now. Still losing on flint. Get 1 more flint. How much is this take? I think we'll be good once we're done researching tiny. So let's put that free population wood cutting. Need more wood. Need more wood. Okay. Be able to like 7 or 8. That's sweet. We need more wood. Well, that should help here. But again, we're not producing a whole lot of wood. But as you can see, we're not producing like 0.6 more hammers, for example. Oh, miners. Stone. Miners, okay. Clay. Burn through that a bit more. I'll start worrying. Now producing 6. Population. Actual demand. So ideally, in a perfect world, I would need 6 pottery to full demand, but this is like actually demanded by porkos who can afford it at the current price. Is wood finite? No. As far as I can tell, none of the resources are finite. As far as I can tell. Famous last words, because I don't... Because there's nothing here that indicates otherwise. 200, imagine that'd be hard as hell to balance. Did I choose my start? Yes. You don't go around looking for area. You have to settle in the spot that you start. Limitation, the tutorial events. Basically, the spot you start out at minimum has 1 water source, 1 source of clay, 1 source of like vegetable or food, and 1 source of hunting, clay, food, water. Yeah, that's it. Anything more than that, and that's a really good spot. Like a river, naturally, you can got a lot of free water here before you have to worry about, say, putting down a well. Hell, I'm tempted down a well anyway. Just agriculture really fires off with that. Might need a certain amount of farmers to fire it. But I did generate a few starts because what I was looking for was an arid location on a river. Because that sounded like the most fun for a YouTube series. Like, I have another game going on right now, and I think I'm on a river, but it's oceanic. No, I wasn't. I think it was continental, and I just had like a puddle, and I've been using wells a lot to meet water demand. But yeah, technically I chose this spot because it met my requirements. I can do a walkthrough on a setup to a game, but really your options are 4 things: cold regions, which is like Nordic, temperate, which is like oceanic and continental, air and Mediterranean. Then there's arid, which is like arid locations, and then there's tropical. And each location has its restrictions on what you can grow and or put down. I know goats work in arid areas, but say I found a cow. Oh. No, sheep. Sheep you can't use in arid regions, for example. And you need llamas or continental. Sheep is a Nordic animal. Like, I question it myself, but at the same time I understand kind of restriction, game design choice. And really, it doesn't take away from any. And when we do get down to 0 flint, all that's going to do is just reduce the rate of which we're going to produce hammers. We're going to produce less efficiently because they are not getting all the flint that they need. Those guys are busy working on shiny metals, which will most likely fail because I have very little faith at under 50%. I wish it was higher because this takes almost half an hour to do. So far I've been lucky, but that luck has got to run out at some point. I feel like metallurgy is going to be that point. Okay, it's the form now. I'm going to move you guys. That looks like a nice spot for a form. So I do know that this is a bug. This is what I'm going to be doing. Well, it's not what I'm going to be doing, it's just state. So right now, this is not completed, the forum, level 1. But, here, give it a tick. Thank you for the follow. Give the guy. Huh, Easter Island, yeah. Easter Island got the balance of the tree chopping wrong. Yeah, just a little bit. You know, it's forestry practices weren't a thing on that island, I think. Yeah, so notice how this is not active. Still under construction. It is already providing me with community of 1.6. So, and it's not like a graphical glitch either, because it also is showing that, say, like my sows here are getting social access of 79%. Like all my classes have social access to varying degrees based on their wealth. So that's wrong. It shouldn't be providing community until it's completed, which will be like in 20 minutes. Oh yeah, we got plenty of water now. Actually, plenty of leather. Most of my games, leather is my bottleneck, but apparently this game, that is not the case, because I have ample supplies of meat sources. I will use flesh to clothe, build my houses. We here at the channel of Acularius are extremely environmental. We use everything. Put on the... But no, this has been the game I've been playing recently. It's been rather enjoyable, given that I'm also waiting on like new taxes to... I want colonization to really start working on, like bureaucracy and tribes, at least tribes, before. No, I want bureaucrats. Like, I want it to flesh out a little bit more, cause it just needs some work. I also prefer another trading system. This one on the forums was like the split coastal and land trade routes. I thought that was a lot better. I hope that they, take note of it and move over to that, because it felt a lot better. Moving trade around. But that being said, Alex DeLarge, map generation is really quick, and if you're doing like a private server kind of thing, what's pretty easy is just like generating lots of maps. Just don't change much, like game set it to private, and just put it to small and not tiny. Small is, still a decent sized map. Actually, small has been recommended for like, 10 to 15 people playing, so you can probably get away with tiny just to play with yourself. The only reason why I chose small is that there are just more options for map generation, because arid is actually like fairly rare map tiles, so like for a starting position, so it might be a little more difficult to find that optimal arid river start, so you can have this succulent 6 fertility. Surrounding fertility is still not bad. 3 is really good. If you had a continental map thing, it's essentially 3 fertility everywhere. So I'm assuming 3 is like base fertility. While 2 is not bad because that's Nordic. But 3 is pretty solid too. So you can get a pretty decent specialized economy going on there. You can notice like gravelly ground and such. There's only 1 fertility. Eventually he says to implement groundwater to actually matter. That's something to keep in mind. I'll get the rest of the people. How's it? Yep. Fuck. I'm not so certain about that chance of success thing. That kind of bothers me. But imagine, you know, when you're playing with other people and, you know, on a persistent server, matter a little less, but still bothers me. I need to keep an eye on that in the future. When I get granaries, I can start telling them put it in the constructed. Force them to put it into granaries. Oh, we probably got a random event. Yeah, we obtained some wild buffalo. Nice. Neat. Maybe I'll start exploring again. None of the techs are popping up. Maybe we just need some time. Five worked out for us before, until they met their. We already kind of explored a lot that way, so start going out this way. Northwest? Yeah, go west and then I'll start moving up northwest. Explore more of this arid area. Because a lot of what I'm going to be producing here, I can use to start another town. Is that a free city? Ah, good. So this is what I was talking about before. Correct. I wonder if 4 is enough to maintain minimal exploration. Oh, we'll find out. Large amount of arid. Oh, stop killing my people. We're all gonna die. That's enough to maintain an exploration party. Maybe it is. We'll just pick up 2 more sows and go northwest. I want to see if there's anything special here, actually. We'll drop by here first. Looks like 3 is the minimal to maintain a search part, like an exploration party. One, I want to see what's here, and then I want to see what's here. We'll start. Economy is never stable. Things are always fluctuating, and that is because it's the result of a dynamic simulation where a lot of things are continuously influencing each other. Do not worry if you cannot get everything they will. Let's see what they've got here. Sorry. Silver, not tin. Granted, that'll be useful for economy. Not for gold. I know the one barbarian spot had. Had coal, and that spot has silver. Here. The income of a social class is shared equitably between all the porcos belonging to that class. The individual income of a porco is therefore an average value based on his social class total income. Like, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4 sources of fish. I think I might want to settle here just for the food. Maybe. Gotta have a reason. Juicy clay. One's got the fertility around it too. Okay. Nothing else. Sharper eyes are like, oh, there, you idiot. See anything? Hey. I am not in any. Yeah, no. The remarkable part about this is got about 4 sources of fish, and it's pretty fertile. So if I need a community to make food, might be a good idea. Question mark. Anyway, we'll go to explore some more. Like, that's just me guessing. I don't know. And that's, like, the great thing. I'm exploring this game. Yes! 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 You're not seeing this, but I am excited. So, this is what we need. This is agriculture. Our people is starving. Our hunters and gatherers still managed. Yeah, okay, got it. Start it. 8 minutes. Ostriches, buffalo. Collecting the food. Nice. Really don't think that's maybe I don't think I need. I don't know. I'm just happy. Tame some wild buffalo. Yes! That's what we needed. We can produce a food surplus. And with a food surplus, we can do more things. By doing more things, yeah, what? Son of a bitch. 5 is not the minimal required. It will just happen. Fine. I get it. Thanks, game. Damn it. That's how we doing. 160 people. 4 people are unemployed. Couvre-ciel. Jeunesse au repervoir. I don't know. So this will allow us to produce clothing. We do have an abundance of leather. I'm out of hammer. How are we doing? Still building. Not gonna produce enough. Let's save it for another one. Do you have any more slums? Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, it's not producing. Save up for another one. Okay. Resource-wise. Yes. Well, that's because our artisans are working less efficiently. Oh, lost. It's there, yeah. Bit. Some meat. I didn't set a minimum. Eventually I'll start like upgrading these houses, but they, you know, take stone and hammers, of which we need for another form, so max of the community. Oh, we have 2 slums. Well, maybe one of them moved into a house. One just disappeared. I have at least 1. So let's say if I build like 4 more houses, solve that. I don't want you guys. Kind of like how we have it up there. One, 2. Build about 8 new houses. More than enough. Cover housing demands. Okay. Or wild buffalo tame. In this river area. Like, I guess we probably start a new community there. On a continental. It'd be easier to start on an arid because we'd already have the food supplies, but you know, continental. So long as it has like something we can gather and then something we can start, you know, producing with. If we had had wheat in our starting location, that I know works also in the continental area. Everywhere. Wheat is low. Lay a stone. Not seeing any resources. Produce sources of fish. So, as I was saying, like, pretty much 3 every, except for, like, you know, flint, not conductive farming. Yeah. Like, hey, would have been a good starting spot, I suppose. Got a lot of wood, though. That itself is pretty... Okay, how about here? Get that close enough. Really just saving excess population right now for... We're gonna need to build farms, so we're gonna need hoes. And we're gonna need to start producing it. Like, getting that technology gives you like 20 free hoes. But we need more. A lot more. Like, a farm can manage 20 plots of land. Oh, combat. Are going to kill me with that, actually, with that amount. Oh shit, that's too far away to do anything about now, so they're dead. Pretty sure they can't handle that. And got a river delta. Kinda cool. Waiting for the rest of the map to load. I'm not seeing resources here either. I have to go a bit further for that. These guys are probably gonna, you know, succeed on their raid, and I wonder if we have like tin, maybe not ideal, but maybe have one like beside us. Ideally, we would just trade back the raw goods back to our camp, like our home base. Traders in the future, and that would be the thing we would do. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Just bring the raw resources back, produce some, feed them from our capital, or another farming town. That presumes there are good resources. Alright, ranch land, I suppose. Wow, there is clay and flints. And, that is all. Water here. Well. Oh, it looks like we won. Lost all of our warriors. We lost, I would say, 12 warriors and 8 militia, so that hurt. Yes! That being said, our excess population is gone because of that raid. So yay and not yay. How far can a field be? There's no distance. Okay. But we can just, you know, leave them there and... Granted, like, 5 point... anything above 3 is really good. I like the fact that I put that there, but I figured at the time that... We've got about 20 hoes for free, so I want to use them. Much better land to use. taking away the efficiency? Like, does it still work? I am actually taking away from... I need to be careful about that. We don't have a whole lot of those. So... still have some spot here, but we have a capacity for about 60. We want them to gather less from this, because this is very inefficient compared to a farmer's field. Like, we have 7 farmer's fields, this can hold about 20. Already at 1.2. Also, this is very fertile land, so keep that in mind. If you play this game, and you're wondering why you're not getting the same numbers. Well, I plan on moving those gathering camps. No, it's producing. It prioritizes the farms over the gathering. All it's doing is switching over the 100% using here over here. Because I also have another gathering camp over here, it's actually allowing this to access more of it. So they are actually producing more than that 0.6, like 1.6 to 0.9 is choosing the better. Question mark. Technically, I should use this one because it's not gathering much of anything. I will move this away from this to let this one have better access. That should be out of the way. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just something I figured out in other playthroughs. Still gathering. With that, this should be... Yeah, should have done that one for the farm, so well. Alright. Fly here. Crafting the skins of vegetables. I don't really need this. Yeah, mostly. I'm trying not to go over 100%. Like, farm usage. We're at 88. That I know wastes the 4.5 is not ideal when you have all this really good farmland. Let's see. How we doing? 2.5. Take out that tree. I need all the trees. .2 is not quite ideal. Again, there are better spots, so... Probably better. That way I'm only wasting like 2 spots. More hose. Okay, so that's all of our hose. But I know these guys can manage about 20. So that's 3.3 chickpeas. Really want him away. Gathering. Allow this guy to gather instead. Moving it. The next one. This guy's not really much, so him farm. This guy's not doing anything. Oh right, we built him to potentially. Mistakes were made. Oh well. How we doing? Do we have excess population? No. Gathering huts are. It costs a hammer. You are doing jack. You are pretty much doing jack. Go to sleep. We'll reuse you two later. Produce. What's our surplus? Not a whole lot. I should have freed up a fair amount of some population. Have all those people in. Let's get you guys switched over to hose. I start needing hammer. Oh, I always need hammers, but for now I want to move everything over onto hose. Okay. So I'm going to be putting a cut into this episode shortly, and then we're going to take a quick break in which I will be back to record some more. So, for those on YouTube, thank you for watching. If you want to follow if you want to help out the channel grow, like, favorite, subscribe, leave a comment, get back to it as soon as you can. And I know it's hypocritical to ask for comments because that's how YouTube rates videos better now. But again, it does actually show a better community if people are leaving comments, so I actually would have recommended it even before they changed that algorithm. That being said, thank you for watching. If you want to help me out any other ways, like Patreon or anything else, we have a community over on Discord. There's where the most updates would be. And yes, thank you. Have a good one. Wherever you are, wherever you're watching, have a good one. This is your host, Acularius, signing off.